Your guides want you to know that they understand that you've been stuck in a place for a long time that has undermined you, has been committed to misunderstanding you because of their own prejudice and their own small-mindedness here. And it's been very hard for you to grow and change at times, especially when it comes to the relationships that you have with these people. I feel like you've given up at this point because the damage has been done. I do feel like there is hope, though. I keep on getting the Star card coming out. There's hope in your situation. The fighting, especially if it's been passive-aggressive, I see is going to stop, severely slow down here, as the people around you are really seeing how long that they've been at it with it and how it hasn't really gotten them anywhere. A lot of them are actually scared of judgment as well, or they've been going through similar as you, and they actually have empathy because they may have been turned against now as well. A lot of them see you really working hard and focusing. You've really worked hard to, which isn't easy when you're in an environment that kind of tries to validate negativity about who you are as a person. You fought against that version that wasn't even you and defended yourself. You didn't need the ego to defend yourself to these people in a very loud way, and so that's maybe why at times they attacked more. But you're leaving this connection, you're leaving this karmic connection, and you are moving towards something different here, because it's like apathetic. There's like so much apathy around you. You're like, what am I even defending anymore? So the cards that came in were creativity, community, and freedom. So you are being released into a new era where your creativity right now might be at a really all-time high, and you're going to meet people through that to continue, and it's going to be the key to your freedom of this situation. You're done with restriction, and you're done with like walking on eggshells and being grateful for the very little things you get compared to what you see other people around you get and how they treat you here. These people have not looked at their shadows. They're very much in their shadow identity, all of them, and it's enabling. But you and your guides are going to help invent a way to get out of your situation, because there's not an easy way. I'm hearing, if I'm ever stuck between a rock and a hard place, let me be water, let me be water, let me be the water. You also have a guardian angel here watching over you in terms of any type of danger, harassment, or bullying these people put you through right now. Make sure you call upon them. But I'm seeing a celebration coming towards you in terms of joy. Spirit, what else can you let us know? Keep on believing in yourself here. The water's getting high because you're ready to rise out of it. Keep on praying here. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some type of way, creative way to get out of where you are, and it's going to bring you a lot of abundance at the same time. So you're upgrading. You're not just fleeing for something worse or really temporary. You're fleeing, you're leaving, and you're walking away with your head held high. And I also see you even being able to forgive these people. A lot of them maybe you felt like had no choice to a certain extent and didn't believe in themselves. And I think that's the key, in a way. Not that you have to go to anyone's face and say that if you feel like you're in danger, but I feel like in your heart, you're kind of like, you have faith for everyone, even people who treat you badly, to know that they have gifts and purposes and goals in life. And some people go down a different path, and it rewards and enables them for a while, and they don't feel good about themselves. And there isn't a lot of help, whether you're a good person or a bad person, sometimes out there. Let's be real. To get, you figure it out on your own. But at the end of the day, you have to take responsibility for yourself, which is what you've done. Because you could have gone down that road even just a little bit, and you didn't. And you suffered and sacrificed a lot because of that here. Deprivation is coming out from your healer guides. But don't deprive yourself now of the beautiful things that you deserve to have. Sometimes I feel like you conflate receiving and joy as guilty pleasures or something you have to earn. But in this case, it's more about celebrating how far you've come and replacing those things that used to bring you joy with things that actually bring you joy and fulfillment, and some of which can help you kind of in your day-to-day life or even for your future goals here. Spirit says they don't want work to feel like work for you, because you've always kind of felt that way, whether you've been working or not. Even a lot of your relationships, you felt like it was work, and you were treated like it was work. And this time it's like, no, you want life to be good. I feel like at every level you are always like going forward and having fun and finding the good, because you've been through so much and you know how fragile life can be with people and situations. So you try to stay in the moment. So Spirit's saying, like, don't deprive yourself. You know, take those leaps of faith to invest in yourself, especially if it's invested in yourself. Enjoy, especially things that make you happy, things that don't have a purpose. And those little joy things don't have to be expensive, but you can do them daily. You know, you can make them cheap, but daily. You know, not everything's got to be expensive and once in a while. It doesn't even have to cost any money, time, or energy. Just do something that you feel, for some of you hearing things that connect with your culture. Maybe there's something as a kid that you like that connects with your culture, your ethnicity, or just like your culture in your neighborhood, or something that was like all the rage and you always wanted it but you couldn't get it, or you getting it again would really bring back memories of warmth and comfort and excitement to you here. Go after it. Because joy is coming out, especially when you're around people who don't face their shadow sides. There's a lot of darkness then, because no one's producing light except you, and that can be exhausting even for someone who is so powerful. So make sure you rest and recharge yourself is what Spirit's saying, because there's a lot of darkness, so you have to light up a lot of darkness when you come around. And that's why you see either a lot of people around you when you go out, or you don't see a lot of people around you when you go out, because it's like people are attracted to you and some people aren't. And sometimes people are attracted to you and sometimes they're not. It all depends on where they are at with their confidence and what their intentions are here. But Spirit, can you give us one last message here? You're not looking for a rescue, and you're not going to be rescued, but you're going to move out of this difficult situation with joy and happiness, as crazy as it sounds in a way. There's something to do with joy and happiness that's going to grant you freedom. This vibration maybe, or the focus that you put on it, is going to help you in all this darkness come into the light and connect with others here. Creativity as well is coming out very strongly. Take time to meditate. Epiphany might come towards you here. But your spirit guides are really clearing out a lot of things. You know, so give them thanks. And meditate to kind of face your own shadow sides as well, so you don't get too burnt out even by being by yourself, because sometimes there is a bit of darkness that we haven't cleared out, and you have big dreams, so it's important you deal with those before you go on to this new huge step in your life, which is going to be beautiful. Know that balance doesn't exist, but do the best that you can with it, and don't deprive yourself. So if you would like more specific messages for your situation and details, make sure you check out my pinned post on my profile. Make sure you follow if you haven't already. Like my posts, like my videos. Drop down a butterfly in the comments. And repost if you can. I feel like I'm being shadow banned, so if you can want to continue to see me on your free page and help me grow as well, would always be so appreciated and loved. Thank you for being here. Ciao.